But I remember that trip right there, and I was already getting these spots on my legs, and I said, dang, something's been biting me. You know, I thought, are mosquitoes getting me or what? You know, and itching like crazy on my lower legs and developing some sores, you know. And instead of healing, those sores begin to get worse and worse and worse. And I began to get them on other parts of my body. And I wondered, is it what I had back in the 90s? My skin became so sensitive to everything. I mean, it would hurt if my hair was touching my shoulders. And I would get these odd sensations, almost like, you know, when you get a hair on your arm or something and you just feel a little something and you brush it off. Well, I would have those sensations all over, but I would look and there was nothing there. And Charles said, there's a couple of things I want you to do before we get married. And I said, okay, well, what? And he says, see a dermatologist about whatever this is going on with your skin. We began to go to dermatologists, but no doctor knew what was causing this. As the wedding was getting closer, I was getting so much anxiety because even just picking out a wedding dress, you know, most dresses are strapless and backless, and I was already developed sores on my back and on my arms.
And we did find a beautiful gown that covered up the arms, it covered up her back for the most part, and she looked radiant. It was one of the most beautiful days. I'll never forget that day.
It was not too long after the wedding, I got a call from my girlfriend, Linda. She said, hey, watch the news tonight.
It's known as Morgellons, and it's a debilitating skin problem that affects many in the Bay Area. KTVU Health and Science.
They showed the sores that looked just like mine. They suggested that you look at these lesions with a handheld scope. The next day, he went to Radio Shack, got a little handheld scope, came home, and he said, let me look at your back. So he started looking at my back, and he said, Cindy, that's what you've got. There's not a doubt in my mind. Then I said, well, I want to look at it. And I held the scope over one of the sores that I had on my arms, and I looked at it, and I could see these filaments all wound up around each other. I'm just like, oh my God. We would cover it up or we would scrub it good, and they were still there. They were embedded, filaments embedded in my skin, and some of them blue, some of them red, some of them white or clear and black. I just went to every part of my brain to try and think what could cause something like this.